All right, we are back after finally winning this freaking fight. Let's loot. Oh, what is this? Oh, nah.
Sure.
Okay. I didn't look at anything before.
Nice and quiet.
The book burns your hands when you touch it. The clay tablet is ancient, and most of the symbols inscribed upon it are indecipherable. Same thing. Burns your hand. As you draw close, the words on the scroll fade and disappear. That's cool. This book contains a list of names, most of which are crossed off. You recognize the 4 names which haven't been touched yet. Sable, Peldon, Tinos, and Iraqi. Person who was the disciples? Well, students. The rust red figures of the scroll, I guess so they were written in blood. Okay. Obviously. The life and discoveries of Pangrum. Ooh, lap figurine. 3 shades, showing a reflection upon its surface. It's cold to the touch, and when held to one's ear, a quiet susurrus can be heard. The lamp is sealed with a piece of cork, on which a single rune is inscribed. 3 shades, 3 shades. Do. Sure. Let's see. That is new. Mention the name Pangrum to anyone with even a passing knowledge of animancy, and you could find yourself in a very long discussion, publicly reviled but privately lauded as a hero and genius. Pangrum's history is at turns revolutionary, horrific, and mysterious. Pangrum was fascinated, some might say obsessed, with the concept of animancy. It consumed his life as he dedicated everything to understand it. He would frequently travel to Irglafath and the Deerwood to visit the Ingwithin ruins. There he would take notes and make sketches, bringing anything back with him that he could to help him unlock the mysteries. After years of study, Pangrum had reached a point where he could no longer conduct research on his own, and he took on an assistant, Helgen of Thien. Soon, Helgen was making trips to Irglafath in Pelgrim's stead, gathering knowledge while Pelgrim stayed behind to experiment. This partnership quickly bore fruit, and Pelgrim made a breakthrough, one that would and I know I can never say this. Irrevocably change his life and the general attitude about animancy forever. While the specifics of his experimentation will never truly be known, the rumors and stories that still circulate tell that he had sent out inquiries, asking for live subjects for help with a dangerous experiment that would change their life, or might end it. Those who were already dying were especially encouraged to apply. Response was overwhelming, and Pangrum had his pick of numerous willing bodies. That is when he had his breakthrough. He discovered a way to fix the soul, anchoring it to his body so it couldn't leave at death. He had discovered eternal life. His research and life's work had resulted in the greatest single discovery that animancy could hope for. His findings were published and quickly spread through Valis and beyond. While some groups, the Wiccan Church, for example, decried his work as nothing more than blasphemy and heresy, many put it to practice. Anyone with a chance of immortality. Everyone wanted the chance of immortality. But everything comes with a cost. It quickly became apparent that something that simply restraining the soul while keeping the person technically alive was doing nothing for the body, which continued to decay, devolving and warping the soul not trapped inside it. The creatures it created were dangerous, carnivorous beasts that killed brutally and indiscriminately. The backlash was ruthless. The practice of Pilgrim's discoveries were outlawed. His works were collected and burned. He and Helic were branded heretics and hunted, chased from town to town until Pentagram simply vanished. Helic was traced down, captured, and brought to trial for the atrocities committed against Valia and his people. The was barely more than a formality to bring charges against him, as everyone knew what hand he had played in the disaster. He was sent to prison for years, but eventually released once public outrage died down. Not long after his parole, he disappeared as well. Occasionally, talk surfaces that a copy of Pagan's theorems have been found, untouched by the purging flames that destroyed its brothers. These rumors seldom end up being more than that. Many groups and wealthy individuals have formed, sending out a call to anyone who will listen. Find us a copy of the theorems. They offer gold, jewelry. They offer gold, jewels, status, anything they could to entice adventurers to help them achieve their goals. But for there are those who would give anything a chance at immortality, even become a monster. Okay. Interesting. The moons of Aora. And only because where was it? Was it a task? I don't think so. Should have been a quest. Whispers of the Dark. No. One that got away, better half. Welcome. Here we go. Let's see. Look up into the night sky and you'll see the moon, Balefa. Ubiquitous and persistent, she remains forever in view, but also forever out of reach. What many people do not know, however, is that our world is actually orbited by two moons, Balafa and Caldha. Balafa, hanging low and large in the sky, Balafa travels swiftly in her race around the world, completing an orbit in about 18 days. This proximity and speed can cause extreme tide conditions in some areas, making the sea shift so quickly and rise so high that there are some beautiful coastal areas that are virtually inhabitable for a good portion of the year. Before we learned the truth behind the cause of the tides, legend held that Andra, the goddess of the sea, was in love with the moon, and when she saw it in the sky, the tides, great waves, and violent storms that happened with her attempts to reach it. That is why the moon is formally called Sin Balafa, or Andras Balafa, the beloved of Andras' beloved, Kadha. 350 years ago, the great empire of Valia suffered from terrible storms and terrifying high and low tides. Records show the same thing was happening in the Adair Empire, and that several new Adairan colonies along the Drearwood coast were completely destroyed by storms and high tides that engulfed the settlements. At that time, during an eclipse, Clefanthan astronomers spotted something small orbiting near the edge of Balafa. After much study, they realized that it was a small satellite with an extremely irregular orbit. They called it Kata Dab, or the Black Runner. Since it is smaller than Balafa, it doesn't have much effect on the world. But when it aligns with Balafa's orbit, it wreaks havoc on the tides and weather everywhere. This happened with an erratic frequency, and the severity have been dubbed Lover's Tides. Katawa has been rolled into the Adra myth, and when they are both in sight, her desires to reach them is increased tenfold, which is what caused the terrible weather. Okay. Oh. Cool lore, but I'll do that last. The rich fabric is as smooth as lambskin and softer than most beds. Here we go. Broad belt of power. Let's do. I'll look at all this in a sec. His skull. Oh, it's a pet. Floats around through some mysterious parts of its own, chattering its teeth and rolling its burning eyes. You detect his energy and essence still bound inside it. Oh, his phylactery. That's freaking cool. Okay, let's look at this. But first, delayed fireball. Crushing doom. Oh, his own thing. Consul's Crushing Doom, a truly unique spell. Consul's Crushing Doom summons an enormous magic hammer. Oh, that's that freaking hammer. Knocking them prone. Yup. Torrent of Flame. So what I am going to do is, this is coming off. You're keeping this. I'm not trying to learn all of those spells. However, we're taking this hammer. So this drain can come off. And then Killing Bolt is staying. Chaotic Orb is staying. I would like delayed fireball though. Okay. There was a spell ward amulet. Defense against spells. Battle. Ooh, might and resolve. Clarity. Defense. Channel power for magic. I really just want the resolve. Yeah, I'm about to. You're gonna take that. I don't think. What are you using? I'm not taking that off of you. Knockdown that can actually come off. You. I don't know how I feel about that one though. Crit damage decrease. And con. Spells. I think we have one of those already. Stability. Prone attacks. Patchwork. Weaken. That's fine. Move speed. Let's do this. Constitution. Huh. Let's give you, that would be good, but nah. Let's swap that. And then deflection. That's fine. Resolve. Damage. Dex. Firebrand. Okay, same. Yep. Let's put this back. And where is it? You need, well, I would like for you to get something that's better around your waist. Same thing. Damage reduction. Wait, what? Oh, Druid. Oh, I didn't want to do that one. Where was it? Burning Belt. That's neck. That's a ring. That looks like a freaking belt. Knockdown. Okay. I'm fine with the reduction. Okay. That was actually worth it. Save it. Confusion. Hailstorm. That's the lightning. Cracking lightning. Go Dragon's Eye. Huh. Skullbane. The prayer. Missive of the Hand Cult. Dearest brother. Or was it sister? May this letter find you in well spirits. A man of thuggish bearing stormed into my library the other day and demanded I help him find a book on the construction of an arquebus. I thought it was proper service to well to steer this man towards an illuminated manuscript on the subject of whittling toy soldiers and other miniature props. Unamused by my solution, I shrugged and said, "What is an answer without a question?" He did not find my spiritual rhetoric helpful or amusing, and so he punched out two of my teeth. I trust your summer has been less tumultuous than mine. In more important news, my apprentice claimed she saw the eyeless face in a dream the other night. I admit I was so mad with envy that at first I refused to believe her. Well, forgive me for such a lapse of judgment. She describes an Amawa of brilliant blue hue with a featureless face surrounded by a swarm of eyes. No, two eyes alike. She claimed Will ignored her question and she can't recall any specifics of what she said. In fact, my apprentice seems to have forgotten many things since before the visitation. She could not tell me where she grew up or what she liked to eat. Wait, I read this before. I found the solution was ignorance, but after Will's visit. Huh. Why did you get that missive? Interesting. I know I read this before. Or someone told me this. That's actually interesting. Save it. Let's give you this confusion. And then, wait, didn't I have a ring or something? Huh. Okay. Let's hit this pillar.
I'll take a peek.
The shelves of this bookcase overflow with books, loose pages, and miscellaneous artifacts. Many of the spines you can see are scrawled with indecipherable glyphs, and more are currently blank. A proper search of this mess will probably take hours. Search. You find a bag in a pile at the bottom of the shelf. It rips and spills gems into your hand as you pick it up. Hours of searching leaves your back aching and your eyes sore. You don't find anything else of value. Sure. Search. As you shove a pile of books onto one side, something clinks onto the floor. You retrieve a ring. Hours of searching leave your back aching and your eyes sore. Ring of deflection. Okay. No. What is this? Oh, resolve. What is our resolve now? 17. Do I have a max on? How does resolve work? How does the items work? Because this has a +1. This has a +1. That's 2 already. That's 4. That's 7. That's 11. How does this work? How does items? Let's see. Pillars of Eternity. How does... Wait. Does... Item stack. Only the high. That's annoying. That's annoying. So I've been doing the most with resolve and I didn't need it. Okay, so let's see. The golden scales. This also gives me con though. I don't mind it. I also don't mind the might technically. I don't need the dominate. So let's swap out the dominate with deflection. This is the one I'm... Okay. This is also... Wait. This is a 2. This is a 4. That's a 3. 1. 1. Okay. That damage reduction though. Let's see. Against spells. Let's do the cloak. Deflection or protection? I'll stick with what we have. These do the concentrated ground. Lord, What does this do actually? Spirits. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's add that. behind. Overseeing, unshackling. I just took that off. Huh. Let's look at nope. Light would help a lot. How about this? Eye strike would hit. Huh. I'll stick with what we have for now. Okay. Now, might 14, con 13, dex 17, perception 14, int 15. Okay. This resolve is really high. Save it. No, I just want to make sure there's nothing here. I guess we're gonna go make sure the apprentices are fine. Because they may attack me. There's only maybe 2 left, 1 for sure. That's a way out. Oh. I don't remember which ones I killed and which ones are still alive. Wait, did they move?
Let's see where you're going with that. Give me a real challenge.
Yay. I don't trust this. A hat. And boots. Oh, and flanked. Oh, 2 flanked. They aren't here, so it doesn't matter. HP is HP. Wait, did I not? Interesting. I've done that.
Margaret's fire casts light.
I see where you're going with
Oh,
that.
I don't think I still can. Oh, can we?
Give me a real challenge.
Yay. Sure.
I could go for some shut-eye about now.
I'm ready.
Come on. Alright. That's actually on me.
Sure.
Oh. That was worth it. I know there was an apprentice here for sure.
This calls for a subtle touch. There. What did I tell you?
There we go.
Hey there.
We can do it.
I'm ready.
You guys move. You disarm. Yep. I'm fine with it.
Yeah?
Okay.
Sure.
Next. Is she still here? This is the one I know for a fact was still alive.
This
Just want to
calls for a
break it.
subtle touch.
I have
There.
73. Why
What
not?
did I tell you?
Killing bolt.
I don't believe it. You killed Consulhot. I had
She
nothing to
eyes
do
you
with any of that,
warily.
of course.
What are you going to do now? I'm going to continue my research. Perhaps Consul Howard has some lore in his library that could prove useful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to work. Okay. She nods at you, then goes back to scribbling in her note. Okay. Did I go? There was you, there was you. I guess I did. Interesting. Oh, I should have went through the cave, but it's fine. I did a level, so hopefully I'll be able to get that trap. Let's see.
Give me a real challenge.
Yay! Got it. All right, we can head out. We're going back to Kanoa.
I must say,
A client has arrived. Define space, seeking 500 CPR and escort. If ignored. How long are you going to be gone for? I think I want to always send an escort for now. Sure.
I'm impressed.
Oh, look at the skull. Who probably shouldn't be following me, but oh well. Save it. Do I want to sell here or Defiance Bay? That's the question. Okay. Cast Holy Meditation when hit. Not bad. I may give it to Kana though. Let's rest. Survival. Doop doop.
Gores.
Sure. What are you using? Deflection. I may regret that. Unshackling. Intellect. Spell defense bonus. Against spells, or I'm gonna give this to you. Okay. Boost of speed. Suppress. Con. Arcane. Protection. Evasion. Nah. Knockdown. That point. Sure. And the knockdown. That's a druid. Knockdown. Okay. Agony, I'm fine with that as well. I don't think I have. Do I have any soulbound wands? I have a soul. We do have this. Night Shroud. But Rogue and Priest, you're neither. Okay. Let's do... Sure. I'm more worried about you, actually. Maze or a bow, morning. Okay. Save it. Figured you would have a level. Athletics. And stealth. They shackle their eyes against the vampire's gaze. Oh, to resist charm, confuse, and dominated. Her courage thick as steel. Rise a barrier. Oh, that's actually really good. Regain a portion of the damage they inflict as endurance. That's the courage. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Okay. Next. Here's 5. Let's get the flanked. So they sing the biting words of Ed Nary. Freeze. Force. Increases attack speed. 6 phrases. A swamp spore. They just do that. Utility. Sanctifier. Vessels. Interrupting blows. Let's do that. Save it. How much money? Oh, we still have a good bit. Let's sell and
They'll never know
need to go
I'm
back
here.
to the Defiance Bay anyway. I also need to talk to you about what we just did. I guess never mind. I guess not. Wait, was it a you thing? Marshall. Oh no, it wasn't the
Sure.
Marshall. Yeah, let's not do that yet. Save it. I want to make this. I need to go to the forge. So I think that is in. I know it's the Defiance Bay, but first fires maybe. The blade.
I'm impressed.
Let's see. Okay. First fires. All right. Maybe to keep. Let's go. It's freaking creepy. Heritage Hearts restored. Okay, we knew that. That's not something new he's stating. I'll talk to them in a sec.